Good morning student, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video section, I am going to tell you how to insert the form through HTML coding. Forms are basically the field in which the visitor to the web can enter the certain data which can be collected on the web server. Forms play very important role within your web page or website. Usually it is used for registration detail that the user may have to enter, and also the other reasons like collect the feedback or poll on the topic from the visitor to the site. In the HTML, basic use of forms is to enable user to interact with the web server. HTML form is used as a special feature by which the user can fill the certain information in the web page and send to the server. In the web page, input is collected with the help of form tag. The information collected can be stored in the form of file or database on the web server. Thus, the using form, one can create an effective interaction between client and the server. So, let's start with our form. To insert the form, we have to use the form tag. Form tag is having various kinds of attributes such as action. Action is nothing but your file or URL. So it specifies the location where the form data is to be passed. Next attribute is a method. Either you can use get or post method. It specifies the method by which the data is to be sent to the server. Students, there are different types of form fields which can be used to create the form, such as text box, text area, checkbox, radio button. Within this, select you are having drop down menu or combo box, password, button such as submit or reset. So over here we will see step by step how to put the field option with the help of form. So today's section I will explain you how to insert the text box, text area and the checkbox. Next video I will explain you rest of the things. So let's begin with your form. So create the form through HTML coding. We have to use the structure of HTML. Let's mention the head and title which could be appear on the title bar. For example, I will mention over here form. In this video section, I will explain you one by one each and every form field option, and then once you will aware about each and every field, then next video section I will show you how to create whole form with the help of HTML coding. So in this section, one tag I am going to explain you. So first tag is about your text box. Text box is representing to collect the small amount of data, that is a single line data. So such as your name, email address, contact number can be collected by using this form field. So let's practice that. So over here I require the form tag with the attribute such as action, whichever file you want to link. While clicking on the submit button, you can mention that file name. So for example, let's check within our folder. I am having over here thanks file. Let's view that file. So this is a simple page I have created with the help of HTML coding. So we will link this page with the help of submit button. So I'm just copying this name and we will paste it within the action box. After that, we require one more method attribute, that is a method. Either you can use the get method or post method. And finally we have to close your form tag. Now in between this we will use our first option, that is text box. So the tag is my input tag and attribute is a type. Over here we have to use the text. Text is nothing but single line we will get in a text box. Whichever size you want, you can mention it over here. So that becomes the size of my text box. Input is your padding tag. That's why without forget you have to close it. Let's save this file with the name form text.html. Have a preview through browser. So the name of my file is a form. So you can see over here it is providing me one line text box. As soon as I will increase the size of my text box, it get increased over here. So how much size you want for your box, you can mention it over here, and easily it is allowing you to type the text. So this is about your text box. So text box is having the attribute such as type, input tag is having the attribute of type, size, as well as name. Name is basically to control the which is not display on the browser. Name attribute won't display in the browser, but this is the identity of that box. So if I am giving over here T, so T is the identity of this box. So whenever it will use to collect the data on the server, that value is assigned and can be alphanumeric or alphabet, and that will be stored in your server. That's why this name supposed to be give over here. But currently we are not storing any value on the server. Next attribute, that is a maximum length. Maximum length, it determines the maximum number of characters can be entered in that field. So that value must be assigned in the numerical field. That is, it should start with the number field. So over here, to insert the text box through form, we have to use the input tag having the type attribute, size, name and maximum length. That is max length, and how much length you want you can specify over here. So through this we can easily insert the text box. Now next option, that is a text area. Text area is used to collect the information in more than one single line of text in 2 or more lines. This form field scroll in order to type the entire text to fit in the form field. Basically, it is used to collect the data which are particular topic, which can be user can enter as simple as typing out the sentence in the varying length. So basically for address we can use this text area. So the tag is over here, text area. So text area is a tag for it, through which easily we can get the text area. So let's save the work. You can see over here now this get disturbed because yet now we haven't aligned properly. That we will see in the next video section. Today I am just introducing you the various kinds of form field controls. So over here it is allowing me to enter the multiple records at a time. As soon as I will go on entering my data, by default it will provide me the scroll option. Easily I can scroll up and down with the help of text area. So this is the difference between input as well as text area. So text area is having multiple attributes such as name. Name is a common in each and every form control. Basically name control which is not display on your browser, but it collect the data which will store in the server. Now over here attributes of a text area, that is a name. After that calls are nothing but the columns. How many columns you want you can specify over here. It should be in the numeric form, as well as you can decide the rows. How many rows you want over here, that also you can decide through this attributes. Let's save the work and go to your browser, refresh it. See now the length size of my text area get reduced, and over here I can easily type. For example, you can see over here my cursor is going down as soon as I have entered the 4 letters. So that is my row size. It is just allowing me the limited rows and columns over here. So next option, that is your checkbox. Basically checkbox is used to collect the multiple options. That is, a visitor simply click on the checkboxes and select the list item. That is, a n number of list item gets selected with the help of text box. So to use this text box, we have to use the input tag having the attribute type, but this time we won't use the text, we will use the checkbox. Okay, now checkbox is having again the name, value, attribute, so you can use that attributes over here. Whichever tag you will open, that tags we have to close. And over here, whichever field you want, you can select it. So for this field, checkbox will come. Save the changes, refresh your browser. So you can see over here checkbox is appearing. Okay, currently it is not activated because yet now we haven't put any other options over here. Just one option is there. That's why it is allowing me to select only one option at a time. Now next option, that is your radio button. So the tag is the input and type is the attribute. Now this time we will use over here radio option. Radio is used in case if you want a visitor should select just one option from the list, that time we have to provide this radio option to them. Close your tag. Let's save the changes, refresh your browser. So you can see over here radio and checkboxes. This is just the practice section of your form. Actually we will put the values later on in the next video. Now we will see the another tag, that is your drop down menu and the combo box. This is basically used to present the visitor with the list of choices. This field is similar by using the group of radio button, but it takes the less space on your form. You can configure the drop down menu which allows one and more selection also. So let's see how we will use that. So for that we have to use the select tag, and within this select tag, that is opening and closing, in between this select tag we have to use the options. So whichever options you want, go on selecting that. Option is also my padded tag, so without forget we have to close that also. So that's all are the options. Let's save the changes, refresh your browser. So you can see over here it is allowing me to select the one option from the list. So it is a similar like to your radio button, but radio button will take the multiple space. So through this we will provide, that is through less space, multiple options get provided to the user. So this is the your drop down menu. Now we will see one more option through this, that is select attribute is multiple. So this is the attribute which we are using. This is the attribute which we are using. Through this attribute we will get the combo box. Save the changes, refresh your browser. So you can see the difference between drop down menu and the combo box. Now after that we will move towards the next option, that is password. So over here input tag will come, type is my attribute and password. Again password contain the attributes such as type, name, size, maximum length that you can decide. Maximum length determine the maximum number of character to be entered in that field. Maybe you have observed whenever we are filling the online forms, online registrations for any web page, so it is asking you password must be at least 6 character. So that could be possible with the help of maximum length. So over here you can see the difference between your text and password. So through text, whichever thing I will type, it is showing me that text, but as soon as I will use the password field, it is appearing in the dot form. So that is my password. Now the last option of it, that is buttons. Basically buttons are two types, that is a submit and reset button. Button provide to the website so that user can click on it and certain commands can be assigned to that button. For example, submit button. It is used in case the visitor has finished entering the form and wants to submit the data to the server that has been entered. And the reset button, it is used to refresh the form. So it is a working like a eraser. So it will erase or it will clean all the previous record and new record you can easily enter within that. So over here attribute is a type and the button name is a submit button. Again this attribute is having the multiple attributes such as value, then the name. So you can use, first of all we will see the simple button which is having no action at all. So input type is a button, and over here value is basically it is a text that will appear on the button in the browser. So whichever name you want you can mention it over here. Save the changes, go to your browser and refresh. So you can see this value, that is a button. Same way you can use another button such as your submit and the reset button. So over here my button type is a submit. Whichever value you want you can mention it over here. For example, click. Next button is my reset. If I want to mention over here refresh, so you can mention any value on your button. So you can get over here click. So it is showing me the thanks.html page because it's in the action tag. And if there is any kind of data which I have selected or I have typed, as soon as I will click on refresh, it is refreshing my page. And button, there is no action at all on that button, simple button get created. So this is a click, that is it will open my link page. Refresh page will refresh my page, and this is a simple button without action. I hope student through this video section you will get the idea about different kinds of form control. Now next video I will explain to you how basically actually we will create the form and how this form play very important role in our web page. Thank you student for watching my video. We will meet soon in my new video section with the form.